Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over why what you say to yourself matters, and we're going to start the video right now. This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab.
Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become.
All right, so this is going to be a really great video, and I think it's going to really be able to connect to people who, might be struggling from a performance perspective overall, or just really young athletes. I wish I would have heard this younger. I do want to say, like, when I first got this information, I was, probably 26, 27. I was working with a, kind of personal development coach, business coach, somebody that was helping me in being able to take my business to higher levels, and really had to get through different breakthroughs of what I was doing within my own language, right? We all have kind of that self in our head, or that voice in our head gives us some degree of doubt, or gives us like a lack of confidence or self-belief. And so what you want to be able to do is really understand that the language that we use within our head really makes a big difference in being able to transition forward and make sure that you're able to actually get better and really grow, right? So the first thing that I think is important to really recognize is that what you focus on continues to expand, right? Continues to get bigger. So, if you're really focusing, I talked to an athlete the other day who was talking about how, because of his, town, or with his situation, he doesn't have very many opportunities. He's got a small town, and the weather, and just had all these reasons of why he's not getting as much exposure. And it's like, that's going to continue to be your issue, right? And I've learned this a lot with my parents and my growing up, and this is something that I think a lot of entrepreneurs go through, is like, my parents are much more of like a middle class, and so they're always being concerned with money, very frugal with the money. And so I had to be able to kind of work through that in my own side of like not always having to worry about that, because the more you worry about something, the more that is a concern to you, the bigger that's going to end up being a problem. And so instead of being so concerned of all the things that could be potentially holding you back, or all your problems, or all your downfalls, really focus on your opportunities. Really be grateful for the opportunities that you have, or grateful for the things that you have and the physical components of your body that you naturally were given, and be able to expand off of those, right? And that will help you in being able to continue to grow within those areas, instead of focusing on the things that are going to potentially hold you back. And again, be aware of the language, right? So even when you get past that, it goes into the second thing, which is when you're talking about what it is that you are looking to improve, right? A lot of people I go through, and they'll be telling me, oh yeah, I want to improve throwing distance, or sprinting, or jumping, or whatever. Be very aware of how you're wording this in your head, right? So you don't want to say things like, I can't do this, right? I can't jump off of one leg well, or when I go off of one leg, I don't have any control, or I don't have the ability to do, so it's not any of those things, right? It's not that you can't, it's not that you don't have the ability to, it's just none of those things. It's really that you're working on those areas, or it's an area to improve, or it's something that you are, currently focusing on, right? So those are better ways to be able to word the same type of situation, but it gives you more of an opportunity of taking control of the outcome, right? If you say, I can't control my right leg, right, or my right foot or ankle, or I can't control my wrist, then you're not going to be able to control your wrist. But if the language is more, I'm focusing on being able to control my right wrist better, now we're getting ourselves into a mentality where we're going to be able to make changes and improvements within that area, instead of it being something that you can't do. So, the whole point of the video is being able to get a good understanding of how the language that you're using in your head, and when you're, even explaining things to people, or explaining things to yourself, or, just utilizing the mentality and the language in your head to be able to help you get in and towards a greater direction within your journey. So, if you like this information, go ahead and click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If, you are interested in any of the programs, any things that we're doing, go ahead and click the description down below, and you can check some of those things out. As always, we're trying to be able to help you guys out as athletes, and I do think that, while we can connect on a lot of different areas within the biomechanics perspective, and helping you and improve your ability to run faster, jump higher, throw the ball further, get better exercises, better drills, and just get an overall better scientific way of looking at the body, there is a lot of this that goes into the mental side, right? And you have to be able to understand how to be able to set your mind up to be able to, flourish within your performance outcomes, whatever that may be. And this will be a great way to be able to do this, and this will also give you the opportunity to get a lot better physical changes if you're able to really connect to some of the mental things you could be doing that are holding you back. So I really hope this helped you a lot. If it did, share it with somebody, give this information to people that are going to, utilize it and help it within their own lives. That will only help you in being able to improve your own abilities as well, is the more you give, right? I will say that as well, like the more I've given of myself, of my time, of my gifts, the more that has been, brought into my life. And so, not that I give in order to do that, I do just like to generally give or genuinely give. But I do realize and recognize that the more that I've been able to give more of myself, because you have to open yourself up, you have to make it so, you get uncomfortable with doing that, it's only led to greater things and more opportunities and, meeting new people and just becoming overall, I think more of an attractive person in general. And so, I think that that's something that we all should be doing more, is giving of ourselves, because I think that just helps us, overall in becoming a better version of us. So yeah, I hope this helps. Send it to somebody that can benefit from this or needs to hear this. And as always, talk to you soon.